no talking, let the slaughter commence. For those who claim king, but low-key softer than Prince. If we was talking cars, maybe Joker at best. And if so, Heath Ledger, I still lay him the rest.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. As you can tell by the title, this video will be the first part to a multi-part segment series on Strange Encounters, Rideshare Edition. Take a minute, take a second, hit the like button, make sure you are subscribed, hit all on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when your fabulous facer posts a new video. Soon, the family will be continuing to grow and we will be doing post notification shout outs. So stay tuned in. Whew, yeah. This has been a series I've been wanting to do for a while, being a rideshare driver. But today, I went out for exactly 2 hours because it was the only quest they had. During those 2 hours that I was out driving, child, one strange, good encounter was the gentleman that I met. Picked him up from one bar, took him to another one. He's into politics, but he's also into music. He used to work for several musicians. He talked about how the Prince 1999 tour changed his life. And we just had a powerful exchange of information. And when I get passengers like that, it's like they be mad I got to their destination. I don't be wanting the conversation to end, but it's like, hey, you know, you did just get a ride. But sometimes the information and the connections be so rich. And I'm not talking about those that flirt and, you know, want to give me their number and can you come pick me up on your own and can I give you a tip to come in with me? Settle down, settle down. Stay focused. So those are strange encounters that I truly appreciate. You know, you pick up some people that you think are one way, and you think me being a masculine woman, I would recognize it, and it's actually a different gender that's gotten into your car. I try to make eye contact or look the person, you know, up and down, make sure they look safe. Try to check for the mask, which it seems more and more people are not wearing a mask when it clearly says that on the app. Even fully vaccinated, though, I'm wearing my mask, that's for sure. And I could push it a little bit more because Lyft does send me, Uber does send me masks. Lyft, bogus. We ain't gonna talk about them, but hey, I'm still taking that money from them, so we're gonna keep it kind of cute. But Uber, when it comes to those things, take care of their drivers. And they just recently, for whatever reason, they didn't have me activated me again. I think they was hating from a personal report or complaint I did. That's neither here nor there. Now let's talk about these strange encounters that are not the good, cool, very influential. The first person I got today that met that criteria, and remember, I was only out 2 hours, was basically a young lady who was trying to date someone who was clearly married. I picked her up from the hotel because the gentleman hadn't shown up. She was very irate, cussing on his phone, as though she wasn't in the back of my car. You know, I have a little charging dock thing back there, and she's just pulling on that any kind of way. And it was to the point where I went to say, don't take your frustration with him out on my ears or my car. Like, Can't get those kind of people to their destination fast enough. I don't want that energy in my car. This is not what I came out here for. And it almost had me to the point where I was done after her. But I did two more. So by the time I got to that second one, which ended up being my last one, because by that time I completed the bonus. Uh, Not only did this gentleman get in my car with no mask, he had the needle loaded and in his hand, arguing with the other guy about he didn't want to do it in the house around his mom. So you bring it in my car in the open. And honestly, right then I could have canceled the ride. So as we're driving, he says, "How much can I tip you?" I say, "I'm not sure. I've never really looked into that." He says, "Well, if I tip you 60, can you give me 40 in cash and keep the other 20? I said, "Why would you do that?" He said, "Because I've reached my limit on my card for today and I need money." Luckily, the app only lets him tip the passengers tip 25, I guess, for a maximum. But even if they did not, I was still not going to do that. And even when we got to Walmart, where they were going to go and get some phones, he still asked if he could do the 25, and I'll give him 20 and keep the 5. "No, that's okay." He's like, "I'll still tip you." No, you didn't, and no, you don't have to. I was not about to give him cash because we all know what he wanted to use the cash for. To go and get more drugs to put in that needle. Young boy. So was his friend. So sad. Strange Encounters. Rideshare edition. You would not believe some of the passengers that you will see in my small community. And I can only imagine what people who drive in larger cities face, because sometimes I don't know how these people go from day to day. So I just look forward to those other warm experiences when I get older people who feel so good that I did the extra, or when I get middle-aged people who are so tired and stressed from work and life or their children, and I just breathe life into them. And yeah, it has its rewards, and then it has its wow. Like the rich man who I took from the bar, actually it was a restaurant, with his wife back home in a very prestigious area on the river. And that dude was so drunk, I can't believe he was even out that wasted in public. Staggering everywhere. Like, I've already had the one girl who vomited in my old car. So I'm real cautious with these inebriated passengers. And if it had not been for his wife, I would have declined that ride and left him at the restaurant. So that's part 1 of a series on Strange Encounters, Rideshare Edition. Like, comment, subscribe.